Welcome to Auntie's channel.
Today we are making something that I've never heard of and never tried. Pastel balls. So I am mincing it as fine as possible, and once it is to the consistency that I am comfortable with, we are going to start adding our ingredients. This is what I added and the amount, and I have sweet pepper, chive, celery, bandania, and we have everything minced and mixing up with our beef that was also pre-cooked in a broth, and it was just left over from a barbecue, so I decided to use it and make something with it. And I came up with this recipe. I added some Worcestershire sauce, give it a good mince, and here we have the corn meal flour. I am adding 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 cups of cornmeal, and we're going to bring the butter and the cornmeal together, and I'm going to add about 2 cups of flour. We don't want this mixture to be dry, and we don't want it to be runny, but we want it to be very soft but not runny. So I am adding a little bit at a time, and this is the consistency here that I was comfortable with, and we're gonna bring it into the meat mixture that we made previously. So we're going to combine everything together, make sure it is properly well combined, give it a good mix, crumble it as much as you can. It is very soft, so you wouldn't have trouble bringing them together whatsoever. Alright, so this is what we have here once everything is combined nicely. Now this is where I'm going to add some fruits that I had soaking from Christmas. I have that video up on my channel also. You can take a look at it. And I am going to put it in the food processor and mince it because we don't want too much of chunks. And we're going to also make sure that it's properly well incorporated. And we're going to give it a taste to make sure it have enough salt, because remember we added some sweet to this, so we have to check to make sure it is properly well balanced. So I'm going to use a measuring cup, and we're going to make some nice balls, and this is what it looks like, and I'll show you when I'm done. Alright, so we altogether we had 10 nice balls, and we're going to start to prepare them for cooking at this point. So my niece and I decided to go out into my backyard, so take a look. So after finally cutting what we went outside to get, we are back inside heating up the leaf. That way it is more pliable, it's easy to work with, and you can see the natural oils coming out, and that gives the extra flavor to whether it's pastel or pemi. It gives it a beautiful, delicious flavor. As you can actually see the oil coming through as the heat is being applied to the leaf. Alright, so once that is done, we're going to cut it into small pieces, and we're going to start to wrap our pastel balls. Alright, so let's continue. And we are going to place the ball on the leaf, and we're going to make sure it is properly well sealed. And just to be a little extra safe, we're going to use a piece of foil and wrap it. and this is what it looks like. Now it's time to put them on the fire. Now with the speed that she's going at, let's just hope we have some nice ball when we're finished cooking this. She's too strong. So 20 minutes after, I given it a check and I am satisfied with how it looks. So let me show you what it looks like. Take your time because it is very hot and that steam is something else. So be safe and wear a glove and open it or wait until it's cool. But I was just so anxious to try this because it's like a first time. I've never tried this, never seen this, so I just wanted to, I was excited about the outcome, to be honest. And it was more meat than the cornmeal itself, so it was even more enjoyable. It was a little sweet, salty. It was just a proper balance of everything. And I really enjoyed it. I think I will try this recipe again, but I will try using a little more meat. So you can also have it by itself, or as you see I am doing here, I am just sprinkling some cheese and let it melt. You gotta put it in the microwave and melt it, or it is still hot, so it wasn't necessary for me to put it into a microwave. And you can have this by itself or with a nice stew or some barbecue. So ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure experimenting with this new recipe. I learned so much from this one particular recipe and I can do so much with it. I'm going to try it again, as I say, with a little more cornmeal because I wasn't sure of how it was going to come out, so I didn't want to do too much of the cornmeal. So thanks for stopping by, and I will do over this recipe and with more cornmeal.
Thanks for coming to Auntie's channel.